This episode of Colby & Company is brought to you by the Colby & Company Store. ColbyandCompanyStore.com is your personal company quartermaster, your source for top quality products and services that you see on our show. Handpicked by me, J.R. Colby. It's an elite kind of place, but we're not snobs about it. In fact, we open our doors and our private stock to all, because we're cool like that. Every purchase you make from ColbyandCompanyStore.com helps support the company. Whether it's through a specific product link or our Amazon affiliate portal, you're helping to fund our operations, and we thank you for your patronage. The Colby & Company Store, online at ColbyandCompanyStore.com. ColbyandCompanyStore.com.
This is the piece, champagne dial, blue hands, very clean. That's a very, very beautiful piece, very vintage look. 25 pieces for them. I think it's on the way to be sold out, so you should get it as fast as possible because I'm not sure you'll be able to get it.
I've always been a fan of the limited editions that Timeless puts out, and to be honest, I've bought several of them myself.
They wanted to work on a 38mm, they wanted to work on a chronograph, they wanted a champagne dial, and they wanted blue hands. So starting from there, we just adjusted the color of the champagne dial that they wanted and the color of the hands they wanted.
I think they always have a very good choice of colors, and they strike the right balance between simplicity and just enough complication to where it's not boring. I think that the dial color they selected for the Zenith is fantastic. I think it's perfect, and I also agree with the choice of a smaller crown. I think that by going with a smaller crown, it's a better match for the 38mm case, and also that I think it's a 13.4mm thick watch. So I think the smaller crown, although not the standard choice, was a good one, and it works for me. I was surprised of how good it looks on bracelet.
So the relationship with Timeless is really amazing, and they really know what they want and who their customers are, so it's very easy to design a piece for them, to be honest with you. I would love to tell you Zenith came with brilliant ideas, which we did and which we do, but on the case of the Timeless piece, they really knew what they wanted, and just a couple of the adjustments there and the piece was ready.
I think it's very well done.
I think it's one of the best watches that's ever been designed.
If somebody is looking for an everyday, wear it with a suit, go out in an evening, I think that watch covers every aspect of what you would like to have in a watch.
Well, it's nice that you get the El Primero movement, so you get a great chronograph, but you don't have a crazy dial. It's a very versatile everyday watch.
Exactly.
And so I think that's the charm of it. And I like blue hands. I'm a sucker for blue hands.
Blue hands, with the sunburst dial. It fits a lot of different occasions.
Sure.
I can see you. I can see you changing the strap on it with the suit. I can see you wearing it out, in a casual evening.
I've always been a fan of Zenith. To be honest, my very first nice watch almost was a Zenith. It was the El Primero Open Heart.
Zenith was born in 1865, so it's a pretty long history, by Mr. George Fabjaco, and he's the first watch person who had the idea to put all the workshops under the same roof, because at some point you have to imagine small cities in Switzerland. One watchmaker was doing something in his own house, another watchmaker somewhere else, there and there. So he was the first one to come, I want to be the real manufacturer and I want every specialty under the same roof. So that's how Zenith was born. We still have the same very mailing address.
And then a few years back, I was really impressed and happy to see them come back to their roots, which is an elegant watch with one of the best chronograph movements money can buy. So I'm really, really happy to see them go back to what they were supposed to be in the first place.
In 1969, Zenith created the El Primero chronograph. It's the most accurate chronograph in the world that can measure 1/10 of a second, comparing to other chronographs which can measure 1/8 of a second. The big novelty of the year is the new El Primero, the El Primero 21 for the 21st century, that can now measure 100 of a second. You have it there, so the chronograph runs one round per second. and that's a very, very big novelty for the watch industry and mainly for Zenith, because it's going to be the first time a watch company is going to be able to produce in a pretty large series this kind of technology.
Got to play with it. I thought it's a lot better in real life than it was in photos. I would really consider owning one. And what made me really happy is when I asked what the price is and they told me retail is $10,600. I honestly thought it's going to be in the $20,000+ range. So at $10,600, to get something that's 100 beats per second, 55-minute power reserve on the chrono, dual barrel, full in-house, I think that's a tremendous value. I really, really do. And if I was to buy a chronograph that is not the Speedmaster or a Daytona, I think that's the one I'd buy. I've always liked the El Primero because I truly think it's one of the pinnacles of chronograph making. And obviously 36,000 beats per hour, fantastic, 10 times a second. Who else does that other than Grand Seiko? Really nobody in a chronograph.
Pride, confidence, and the impressions that I'm part of a, how can I say that, a small club that not everybody knows, and that's very, it's a very cool feeling. I feel like I have a talking piece on the wrist, like, hey, what do you wear? It's not this, it's not that. No, it's a Zenith. Oh, what is that? And then you can start and you can be, if that's not really that, what I'm looking for, but you can be the attraction of the table at the dinner, and that's a brand, a talking piece. So that's this kind of things that I feel like when I'm wearing my watch, actually, my Zenith watch.